I know he has a better closet for sure. He has a little bit more free time.
Yeah, I got some more free time now. But we both have swag, you know what I'm saying? We get it from prime time.
Yeah.
He hates to say it, but everything he try to wear, our dad already did. So he think he be doing his own thing, but where do you think you get your swag from?
I think it's just from like inspiration, different fashion, different designers, a lot of different things.
Inspiration from what?
From you, brother, from you.
Let's go to Shedeur Sanders just signed an $80 million deal with luxury fashion brand Amiri and is about to walk the runway in Paris. And this proves he's already operating on a different level than every other player in the NFL. While other rookies are celebrating their signing bonuses, Shedeur is building a billion-dollar empire. But before we break down the insane numbers and why this Amiri deal is just the beginning, you need to understand three things. First, how Shedeur turned down $60 million from Gatorade to negotiate 3% equity that's worth exponentially more. Second, why his Nike contract doubled to $250 million the moment he stepped on an NFL field.
Shedeur Sanders just got offered a $200 million deal from Amiri, and it all started because of one viral Pro Bowl video. Yeah, you heard that right. A fashion brand is throwing generational wealth at a quarterback who hasn't even been drafted yet, and the internet is absolutely losing its mind over what happened in that locker room. All right, so here's what you need to understand. This whole thing started at the Pro Bowl when Shedeur walked into that all-star locker room looking like he owned the place. Cameras were rolling, players were hyped, and then someone caught him on video doing something that would literally change his bank account forever. The clip hit Twitter, and within 6 hours, it had 47 million views. Amiri's CEO was watching, and he made a phone call that's about to flip the entire NIL game upside down. Now look, I know what you're thinking. How does a fashion brand just drop $200 million on a college quarterback? That's Super Bowl MVP money. That's generational wealth territory. But here's the thing about Shedeur. He's not just playing football anymore. He's building an empire, and brands like Amiri see what's coming before the rest of us do. Let me paint you the picture of how this actually went down, because the details are absolutely wild. So, Shedeur gets selected for the Pro Bowl, right? Already a massive deal. He's the first Colorado quarterback to make it in decades, and Dion's in the background hyping him up like only Coach Prime can. But here's where it gets interesting. During the Pro Bowl weekend, there's this behind-the-scenes video that goes viral. Shedeur is walking through the tunnel in a custom Amiri jacket, black leather, gold detailing, absolutely fire, and the way he's carrying himself? Pure confidence. The camera catches him talking to some NFL vets, and you can see they're treating him like he's already a franchise player. That video wasn't even supposed to go viral. It was just B-roll footage from the Pro Bowl social team. But something about the way Shedeur commanded that room, the way he looked, the energy he brought, it hit different. Fashion blogs picked it up, streetwear accounts reposted it. Next thing you know, GQ is writing articles about his style. Complex is breaking down his outfit piece by piece, and Amiri's CEO, Mike Amiri himself, is sitting in his LA office watching this kid become a cultural icon in real time. Here's what most people don't know. Mike Amiri had been watching Shedeur for months. The Pro Bowl video just confirmed what he already suspected. This kid isn't just the future of football, he's the future of fashion, culture, and influence. And in 2025, that's worth way more than just throwing touchdowns. 3 days after the Pro Bowl, Shedeur's agent gets a call. It's not from an NFL team, it's not from Nike or Adidas, it's from Amiri's business development team, and they want to set up a meeting. Now, Shedeur's already got deals with multiple brands, but when they hear the number Amiri's throwing around, everyone in the room goes silent. $200 million. Over 10 years, not just to wear the clothes, to become the face of the brand, to build an entire signature line, to basically merge Shedeur Sanders with Amiri, the same way Jordan merged with Nike. Let that sink in for a second. A fashion brand is willing to pay quarterback money, franchise quarterback money, to lock down Shedeur before he even throws his first NFL pass. That's how much they believe in what he represents. But here's where the real drama kicks in, because not everyone is happy about this.
And the haters are starting to realize they underestimated him in every possible way. Let's break down how Shedeur just shocked the fashion world and why his business moves are rewriting the playbook for modern athletes. Shedeur and his brother Shiloh just signed an $80 million deal with Amiri, one of the most prestigious luxury fashion brands in the world. $80 million. And this isn't some standard endorsement where they post pictures on Instagram wearing the clothes. No. Both brothers are walking the runway at Paris Fashion Week. Think about how insane that is. Shedeur Sanders went from setting Brown's rookie records to walking high fashion runways in Europe.
The moment this news leaked, and trust me, these things always leak, the NFL world went absolutely insane. You had analysts on ESPN questioning whether Shedeur should even be focusing on fashion deals before he proves himself in the league. You had former players tweeting things like, "Focus on football first, the money will come later." You had talking heads debating whether this generation of athletes cares more about brand deals than championships. And honestly, that criticism is exactly what makes this story so perfect for Shedeur. Because here's the thing they don't understand. Shedeur's been dealing with this his entire life. When your dad is Deion Sanders, when you grow up in the spotlight, when you've had cameras on you since high school, you learn how to handle pressure that would break most people. The criticism? It doesn't faze him. It fuels him. There's this interview clip where someone asked Shedeur about balancing business and football, and his response was ice cold. He said, "I can do both. My dad did both. Why is it only a problem when I do it?" And you know what? He's got a point. Let's talk about what this deal actually means, because it's bigger than just Shedeur getting paid. This is about shifting the entire power dynamic in sports marketing. For decades, brands waited until athletes proved themselves at the highest level before offering mega deals. You had to win championships, break records, become a household name first, then the money came. But Shedeur? He's flipping that script. He's building his empire now. And Amiri sees the value in getting in early, locking him down before every other brand tries to do the same thing. Think about it from Amiri's perspective. They're not betting on Shedeur being a good quarterback, they're betting on him being a cultural force. And honestly, that's a way safer bet. Because even if his NFL career doesn't go exactly as planned, Shedeur's influence isn't going anywhere. His Instagram has millions of followers, his YouTube content gets insane engagement, his connection to Deion gives him access to platforms most rookies could never dream of. Amiri isn't paying for stats, they're paying for reach, for influence, for the ability to put their brand in front of the exact demographic that drives fashion sales. Young, sports-obsessed, style-conscious consumers who want to dress like their heroes. Now let's address the elephant in the room. Is $200 million too much? Are they overpaying for potential instead of production? Here's my take, and I want you to really think about this. Patrick Mahomes' current endorsement portfolio is worth over $20 million per year. LeBron's lifetime Nike deal is rumored to be worth over $1 billion. Tom Brady's been stacking brand deals for 2 decades. But all of those guys had to prove it first.
Understand. All these off-field deals don't distract from football. They enhance it. They prove Shedeur has elite time management, discipline, and work ethic. They show he can handle multiple responsibilities at the highest level. They demonstrate the same leadership and decision-making skills that make great quarterbacks. If Shedeur can negotiate multi-million-dollar contracts, manage multiple business ventures, and maintain relationships with major brands while setting rookie records in the NFL,
Shedeur's getting offered generational wealth before taking a single NFL snap, and people are mad about it. But why? Because he's confident? Because he's got style? Because he's not afraid to build a brand while also being elite at football? The truth is, Shedeur represents a new generation of athletes who understand that football is just one part of their value. And honestly, that's smart business. NFL careers are short, injuries happen, but a fashion empire? That can last forever. And here's the twist that's going to blow your mind. Amiri's CEO literally said in a recent interview that signing Shedeur isn't even about the money. It's about making a statement. It's about showing the world that Amiri isn't just another luxury brand. They're a culture brand. And you don't build culture by playing it safe. You build it by taking big swings on big personalities. Shedeur is that big swing. But let me tell you what really makes this deal genius from Shedeur's side. It's not just the money, it's the timing. By signing this deal now, before the NFL draft, He's completely controlling his own narrative. He's not waiting for a team to validate him. He's not waiting for analysts to approve of him. He's saying, I know my worth and I'm cashing in now. And you know who taught him that? Dion. Coach Prime has been preaching this exact philosophy for years. Maximize your value, control your brand, don't let anyone tell you what you're worth. Shedeur is just executing the blueprint. Plus, think about the pressure this takes off him. Let's say the draft doesn't go exactly as planned. Let's say he lands on a team with a bad offensive line or questionable coaching. Normally, that would tank a rookie's endorsement potential. But Shedeur, he's already secured the bag. He's already got $200 million locked in. So now he can just focus on playing without worrying about proving himself to brands. That's 4D chess, my friend. Of course, the haters are going to hate. They always do. You're going to see tweets saying he's unproven, he's overhyped, he's riding his dad's name. But here's what those people don't understand. Shedeur has been dealing with that narrative his entire life, and every single time he's responded with winning. At Jackson State, they said he only went there because of Dion. Then he broke school records. At Colorado, they said the team would struggle in the Pac-12. Then he put up video game numbers and got them to a bowl game.
Shedeur's business genius goes way deeper than this Amiri deal, and the Gatorade contract he negotiated might be the smartest move any athlete has made in the last decade. Before the Amiri deal even happened, Gatorade offered Shedeur $60 million over 3 years. For most athletes, that's an instant yes. That's generational wealth. That's set for life money. But Shedeur Sanders isn't most athletes. Instead of taking the guaranteed $60 million, Shedeur negotiated something revolutionary. He added an equity clause to his Gatorade contract that gave him 3% ownership of Gatorade USA.
At the Pro Bowl, they said he didn't deserve to be there. Then he showed up and belonged. So now with this Amiri deal, people are saying he's getting paid too much too soon. And I'm willing to bet, just like every other time, Shedeur is going to prove them wrong. Here's the part that's going to make you think. What if this deal actually helps his football career instead of hurting it? What if having financial security before the draft lets him play with more freedom, more confidence, more swagger? What if not worrying about money allows him to just focus on being the best quarterback he can be? Because let's be real, money pressure does weird things to athletes. We've seen guys sign massive NFL contracts and then play tight because they're worried about living up to the hype. But Shedeur, the fashion money is already locked in. So when he steps on that NFL field for the first time, he's playing for legacy, not for a paycheck. And that might just be the edge that separates good from great. Amiri didn't just buy a brand ambassador. They bought into a mindset, a culture, a movement. And honestly, that might be the smartest investment they ever make. So here's where we're at. Shedeur Sanders, before even getting drafted, just secured one of the biggest fashion deals in sports history, $200 million from Amiri, all because of a viral Pro Bowl video and a brand that was smart enough to see the future before everyone else did. Is it risky? Maybe. Is it bold? Absolutely. But if there's one thing we've learned about Shedeur, it's that betting against him is a losing strategy. The question now isn't whether he deserved the deal. The question is, what's he going to do next? Because if history tells us anything, Shedeur's just getting started. If you think Shedeur made the right move, drop a comment below. And if you think 200 mil is too much, I want to hear that too. Let's debate. And don't forget to subscribe, because we're covering every single move Shedeur makes from here to the draft and beyond. Hit that bell. Let's run it up.